I'm Lee Lipsy. I am living in Pisgah Forest, North Carolina, and I am a nurse and certified diabetes educator. Before we started working with Dr. Ian, we had many years, 7 to 8 years of symptoms in both of our children. We knew something was wrong kind of when they were younger, but we've always lived a really active, healthy life. And we started not being able to do things that we love and enjoy. One of our sons had a lot of GI upset. He would have like red ears, just flare. He couldn't sit still. And we just thought that was kind of odd. Our other son, he started having headaches about 7 years ago daily. And then it would really interrupt things that we love. So soccer, swimming, anytime he was active, it just was this quick onset of headaches and nausea that led us to really seek kind of a more functional integrative approach. What made us move forward with Dr. Ian was I had been listening to him for months on TikTok on his lives. And the night that I really felt called that we need to do something different for the boys was the night he gave his testimony on why he does what he does. And his knowledge with autoimmune and root cause medicine is something that we had been looking for quite a while. Before we started working with Dr. Ian, we had tried so many different avenues of healing. We've seen every specialist you can think of, in addition to multiple functional medicine providers. And one thing we loved about Dr. Ian was it was the body as a whole and trying to figure out the root cause. So we had seen GI, cardio, neuro, ENT, rheumatology, endo. Working with Dr. Ian, what we found to be so beneficial was his knowledge on autoimmune, all autoimmune. So it wasn't just, he specialized in thyroid or, diabetes type 1, or he knows so much about autoimmune. Like the first test he did, we found so much information just from the first panel of lab work. We've been trying to figure out what's causing all this with the boys for so long. And in the first run, he found, one of our son had Lyme. The other sons had like really high ferritin and he wasn't absorbing iron. Other doctors that we work with were wanting to give him an iron supplement. It was just the knowledge that he had and the way he explains things. He is really great in the way he communicates with his patients. Since working with Dr. Ian, before we were affected so much in that we couldn't do the things we love. And then once we started seeing him and really started getting to the root cause, our lives have changed so much. And the boys are able to do so much more without all these symptoms. And it's been great for my husband and I because it did put a lot of strain on us, just learning and the unknown, not knowing what's going on with them and always trying to search for that. So now we can do all the things we can live. We started to really see a difference, I would say, within the first month or two, because there's not really a lot of guessing. He has these labs that he runs initially on everyone, and a lot came back on that first panel. So he knew the direction to head. So the ping ponging kind of stopped with Sunny within 2 to 3 months. With the youngest and the headaches, it was literally like 4 weeks after being on the supplementation that the headaches were 95% better. I highly recommend Dr. Ian because finding a practitioner who is well versed in autoimmune is hard. And he knows so much. And so, and if he doesn't know, he's going to work through and test different things to help you figure it out. And no, he's not, he may not have 100% answers all the time, but he is so well versed and knowledgeable in root cause medicine that it's been pretty life changing for our family, to be honest.